Hello everyone, and welcome to the Influencer Barbie channel. We have Miss Barbie Roberts, and I am Barbie's assistant. My name is Beverly, and I am an adult Barbie enthusiast. Welcome to our Barbieverse. We create content for people who love all things Barbie as much as we do. Now, in some previous videos, I've shown you the kitchen that I have for my Barbie house, and the set that I have, I think I got it at Walmart. I think I got it at Amazon back in 2020, and I believe it's still available, so if it is, I'll put a link to it down below. And the nice thing about that set is that it had the refrigerator, stove, sink, and also a unit that has a microwave and a dishwasher here. And the dishwasher opens up and has a little removable tray in here, or basket, where you could put all of the dishes that came in this particular set. And I really like how that one is done. But I saw that the Barbie World playset has this Sparkle and Clean playset to go with it, which is a dishwasher. And my original thought was kind of like, well, I already have a dishwasher, I don't need this one. But I really liked the accessories that came with this dishwasher. So I wanted to open up that set and take a look at it and do a little bit of a comparison. I think the accessories that we get here will be very nice to go in the Barbie kitchen. And when I opened up the Mini Brands Fill the Fridge collection, I was thinking maybe I might do two kitchens, one for the Roberts family and another one for Barbie in her house. And if I do end up creating two kitchens, then I will need that second dishwasher. Or, since we've also talked about setting up an outside grilling area and kitchen for the Roberts family, maybe they are getting so many dishes dirty while having a party with Barbie's friends and everyone that they need a second dishwasher outside for that. So we will do that once we get our Barbie home set up. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. And the Barbie World collection has a couple of different playsets that they've done for this. And we looked at the grill in a previous video. Here is the dishwasher. I don't know if this living room set is another set. I have not seen that one at my local Walmart. And then there's also this game room set that I haven't seen either. But we did also look at the Barbie bathroom set in a previous video, and I'll put a link to these different videos up here. So we'll go ahead and open this one up. And here is the inside of the box. So that's actually a pretty nice little background here showing the sort of kitchen that Barbie might have in her home. And backs of these boxes are always nice to use for cardstock in crafting. Oh, and everything comes out of here very nice and easily, so that is always a plus. So let's take a look at some of the items that came with it first. This little dish drainer is one of the things that really drew me to this set. I suppose that we could try making something like this, but it's really nicely detailed, and then we can put all of the things from this playset in here. So we get these two adorable little heart-shaped dishes, and there's a little bracket on the back so that if you have, say, the Barbie table from another playset, we could put that on there, or we can put them into the slots here on our counter. I brought that out so that we would have a place to put everything here. But that dish drainer set is really cute. And it's those little details that really make your dollhouse just something more than a few pieces of furniture that you've put together. It's really cute to have these little accessories. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I pick up Barbie sets just for the accessories. And we have two tumblers here, one in sort of a coral and the other in an aqua color. And they both have little thumb brackets so that Barbie can hold them. Here. Get that up there. And we have some cutlery. So we have two forks and two knives to go with our two plates. And we can put them, well, I was hoping to get those to stand up. We can put them into our dish drainer here. And we've gotten some other pieces of flatware in some other play sets, so we could combine those for our Barbie kitchen. And this was also something that really sealed the deal for me, as we have some Barbie brand dishwashing liquid to go in our dishwasher. I have some laundry detergent that we got in some of the Zuru mini brands capsules, but I didn't have any dishwashing liquid, so this is a good addition for that. I did in a previous video, when we opened up the MGA baby food capsules, I did get this cute little bottle that's for washing our baby bottles. So this would be good to go with our sink here. And then we have the dishwasher soap to go with it. Do that. So let's take a look at the dishwasher. And it's pretty nice looking. We actually have a back to it, which I think for the grill, I don't think it had a back. So it's nice that this is complete. I was thinking maybe with the sink here that maybe this could be like a separate island in the Barbie house. And then we have some little slots. Oh, we even have a little slot here so that we could put our dishwasher soap in there. There we go. Or if you had a bottle, one of the pump bottles from a different playset like we got in the Barbie bathtub, you could put that here. That would make a little bit more sense to have hand soap next to your faucet rather than your dish detergent soap. But here's our dishwasher, and we've got a little hand towel here. It's actually held together with some little pieces of plastic, so we can cut those off, but it has a cute little fruit pattern with little happy faces on it, and a sticker for a label. Mine is slightly wonky the way it's stuck on here, but it's not too bad. And here's the inside of our dishwasher. So it seems to me like we really need a tray or something to go in there to make it look more like a proper dishwasher. I wonder if maybe we're supposed to put this dish drainer in here. It would kind of fit in here. I guess that would make more sense. But to me this looks more like this would be the sort of dish drainer that you have on your counter. So after you've washed your dishes by hand, you would put them in there to dry. But maybe this is supposed to be a rack for inside the dishwasher. Let's look at the picture on the back. Let's see. In the picture, it looks like that maybe is supposed to be the dish drainer standing up behind. But since in this picture the door to the dishwasher is opaque, we can't really see if the rack is inside of it. I think that in one of the previous designs for this dishwasher, it came with one of the, it was plastic, but it was designed to look like one of those wooden dishwashers, that dish drainers that is like this, and then you put the dishes on top of it. That's not a very good description of it, but so that might make a little bit more sense than that the dish, what I've been thinking was a dish drainer, might be a rack that goes in here, and then there was that quote wooden one that you would put the dishes on it after they were washed to dry here. So, but I think you could use that for either the dish drainer or the dish rack here. So, and then this dishwasher, it stands a little bit higher than the one that came in the other set that I have. I believe this brand is called My Happy Kitchen, and like I said, I'll try to find it and put a link, an Amazon link for it here if you're interested. So let's see how this would compare in height for Miss Barbie, who is caught on her doll stand here. So this would be a good height for her. She is wearing her high heels, but that seems a reasonable height for the counter. Whereas this one here might be a bit low. So maybe when we set up the Barbie kitchen, using this one, I might want to put it on some blocks of wood or foam board to raise it up a little bit and make it a bit more appropriate in height for Barbie. As I think the My Happy Kitchen was not specifically designed for the 1/6 scale fashion dolls, although it does seem to be a good size for Barbie and friends. And another thing that I wanted to do, since we have the kitchen set and also with the bathroom set that we looked at in a previous video, I was thinking we need a place for Barbie to put her trash or recycling while she's working in the kitchen. And I saw these containers of bamboo toothpicks at my local Walmart, and toothpicks come in handy in the doll world anyway because they're great for mixing up paint or other crafting items. But I was also thinking these containers would be a good height to make a small trash can for Barbie. So I also have a set that with the green tops. There were several different, they were all the same styles for these bamboo toothpicks, but the tops had different colors, so I wanted to go with the white because that's a nice neutral color for Barbie's kitchen and for the trash can, but you can choose other colors. And they have this little top that you turn and then you can shake out the toothpicks. But what I wanted to do is turn this into our trash can. And the tops come off really easily. I'm just going to swap that with one of these green ones here. And this lid to this one is actually sort of an off-white color, so it's not quite white. And for our trash can, you usually don't have a sort of clear trash can like this in your kitchen. So if we want to go super easy for Barbie's kitchen and just have a little piece of a little white plastic bag that I think came with some electronic item. And so I could use this to make a really very simple trash can for Barbie that didn't require any work other than taking out the toothpicks and putting our little plastic bag inside. But I was thinking that we can do something else. So we're also going to do a little quick craft here. At least I hope this will be a quick craft. So we are going to bring in our crafting mat to protect the floor of the Barbie studio. And this is a Fiskars Craft Mat. And I actually did find a larger one at my local Walmart. This one is roughly twice the size of the other mat that I have. So you can see it's about 18 by 24 inches. And the other one that I have is 12 inches by 18 inches. So we're going to bring in our craft mats so that we don't get paint on the floor of the Barbie studio. Move Miss Barbie back over here. And I have some white paint. I got this at my local Walmart. And my lovely recycled paint palette here. So we're trying to be semi-environmentally conscious here at Influencer Barbie. And we have some paintbrushes. I also got those at my local Walmart. So I think what we can do, I hope that's not a crack there. Might be a little scratch there on our plastic. So what I'm going to do is paint the inside first and then do the outside. And I hope that by doing an inside coat and an outside coat, that should give us pretty good coverage here. And I saw that this is actually a matte paint, so I'm hoping that it will work here on our plastic. I forgot that I wanted to paint the inside first and then do the outside. Okay, so it looks like I have pretty good, decent coverage here. You need to go in and do some spot touch-ups here. Maybe not the best painting job, but we do seem to have good coverage. And so this paint says that you should let it dry for at least an hour between coats. So I am going to allow that to dry for at least overnight before I go touching it to make certain that everything is sufficiently dry. So we'll be back after that and see our final product here for the Barbie kitchen. We'll be back later. And we are back. So I allowed the toothpick container to dry overnight, and my painting job is not entirely even, but it is decent enough to go into our Barbie house. And I was thinking that another option to do this fairly quickly and easily would be if you have contact paper, then you could cut out a strip of that to go around the toothpick container, and that could be a really nice, easy way to make a trash can for Barbie. So we are going to go ahead and we'll put in our little trash bag here. And put our top back on. And it just turns. Here we go. And so now we have a trash can that can be used in Barbie's kitchen or bathroom. Whoops, and the top didn't go on all that well. So there we go, another thing to add to our Barbie kitchen. So let us know in the comments below what you thought of this dishwasher from Barbie World, and whether you have something similar in your Barbie house or whether you'll be picking that up. And also let us know what you thought of our craft that we did here with the trash can, and if you've done something similar in your Barbie house. Let us know of any other crafts that you would like to see us do here on the Influencer Barbie channel, and we will try to do them. Barbie and I are trying to do more crafts here in 2026, and so let us know what sort of things you'd like to see us do for the Barbie house. And thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to be part of our Barbieverse. And be sure to ring the notification bell. It really does help our channel to grow. And once we hit some subscriber milestones, we plan to have some fun giveaways. And if you'd like a chance of getting a shout out in an upcoming video, just comment below with the hashtag InfluencerBarbie. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in our next episode here in our Barbieverse. Bye-bye!